Hey, what's up guys? Jerry here, aka Barnacules, and I didn't think I'd be making this video this morning. I thought I'd be working on the Clonezilla tutorial on how to back up your PC following installing Windows 10 1903 to support the last video I uploaded on why there's so many bugs in Windows 10 and the video before that, which is how to get the HEVC codec for free. I've been releasing a lot of content that's been doing really well lately, and I've been ramping back up and things have been actually really good. I have 119 million views on the platform. I'm getting close to that million subs. That's what I've been shooting for. I'm hoping next month on my birthday that I hit 1 million. That's my goal. I probably won't hit it, but I'm going to try. I'm going to work very hard. But something took the wind out of my sails a little this morning. And a lot of other creators too. That really didn't make any sense. So I get this email about exactly 50 minutes ago at 10:20 a.m. It's funny I say 50 minutes ago, and this is edited. It's going to be hours and hours and hours after it occurred. But I get this email from YouTube. Let me read it to you. And it's an official one. At first I thought it was like a scam or a spam mail, but no, I verified that it's absolutely genuine. It says, "Hi there. We're writing to let you know that we're updating the eligibility criteria for channel verification on YouTube. Unfortunately, with these changes, your channel no longer meets the criteria to be verified. We realize this might be disappointing, but we believe these updates will make updates will make channel verification more consistent for users and creators across YouTube. Please keep reading to learn more about the changes." What are the changes? YouTube will now proactively verify channels instead of accepting requests for verification badges. We aim to verify channels that represent a well-known or high-searched creator, artist, public figure, or company with a clear need to differentiate themselves from other channels with similar names. Channels are typically verified if they built a large audience and have a community on YouTube, which I do, that's you guys, are widely recognized outside of YouTube and have a strong presence online, which I do throughout my many social media outlets, live streaming on Twitch, not so much lately, but live streaming on Twitch. I've been published by Business Insider, cryptocurrency magazines, local news outlets. I'm scattered all over the place. My videos have been thrown to the four winds of the world. As a matter of fact, even some Dutch channel last year, like, straight up stole my video and just broadcast it on public television. I was actually kind of honored by that one. I thought that was cool that it's like, that was my on TV moment. But I'm like, wait a second. So I meet these criterias, right? And people have tried to impersonate me, and there's a lot of other channels called Nerdgasm. So that causes a lot of confusion. I do own the trademark for my name. I own the trademark for Barnacules Nerdgasm. I'm a business. I'm an S-Corp. I'm incorporated in the United States. So I meet all their criteria. So I don't understand why I'm receiving this email. However, I found out that many other creators are receiving the same email that have the same, if not more, subscribers than even I do. So I'm wondering if this is a mistake and if YouTube somehow their automation screwed up and ended up sending this email to everybody. But I'm not so sure because I haven't seen any really huge creators like talk about this on social media. It's all been the people that are under 1 million subs. But they don't say anywhere in the email that there's a sub count requirement. So I really don't think that that's it. The last bit of the email said the goal is to help channels avoid impersonation. The whole reason that I requested verification on all the platforms, including Twitter, which is the hardest one to get, was because of impersonation. There's always going to be rampant impersonation when you make a video that gets a ton of views because people will try to scam, people will try to discredit, people will try to hurt, maim that image any way they can, and verification is a pretty good way to shut that down because people can immediately tell if it's the real person or not. The second that I am not verified on a platform, I'll just get replies from people saying, "You're not the real Barnacules. You're not that guy.
I know that guy and you ain't him."
Trust me, it happens every single time I log into my other Barnacules Nerdgasm account that's not verified. Yes, I have another Barnacules Nerdgasm account. It's a long story. But that account, whenever I log into it and I comment, people instantly call me out and say that I'm not the real Barnacules because I'm not verified. So that verification is actually really important to people that do this as a career. So the email ends with, what does this mean for you? It says, starting in early October 2019, by the way, my birthday is October 30th. That's what I'm shooting for 1 million subs. So of course they're doing this in my birthday month. Your channel will no longer be verified, but you'll have the option to appeal the decision here. This will not impact monetization of your channel. For more information on these changes, please click YouTube Help Center. And it just takes you to a bunch of stuff talking about more about the change and why they're doing it and blah, 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 because they want to differentiate like celebrities from creators that they don't consider celebrities. They also say it doesn't impact monetization, but it absolutely does. When people can't tell you that you're the genuine real person, that you represent and people impersonate you, that absolutely is going to hit your bottom line when people start watching replicated content on non-genuine channels because there's no way to figure out which one is the official one. This also confuses businesses that may potentially work with me in the future because they're going to want to work with a verified channel to make sure that they're not being scammed by somebody else with another channel called Barnacules Nerdgasm. So verification is a very important thing. It's something that we as creators rely on. I sincerely hope that this is a mistake that YouTube made with their automation and they just preemptively sent out way too many of these emails. But I will tell you right now, I'm not going down without a fight. I've already appealed the process, and part of the appeal process was to show other channels that could be confused with yours, which I was able to show 3 or 4. I also had to provide evidence of external websites that basically advertise me or know that I exist to show that I have a presence outside of the YouTube platform. And I showed sites like Business Insider, Cryptocurrency Magazine, all of the people that have published my videos or written articles about me. I put in probably 20 before I finally said, okay, that's enough. If I put in any more, I'll probably crash their damn form. And as soon as I hit submit, it said, thank you. This is going to take several weeks to review, and we'll get back to you if we need any more information. So basically, that reply from Google means that if I don't get a response from them, I just lose my verification like everybody else. I will never get a human reply, and nothing will ever happen. So this is terrible. This is absolutely terrible. When I woke up this morning, to my brand new video I just posted yesterday, having like 70-some thousand views already on why Windows 10 has so many bugs, and thrilled to be back to regular content creation after health issues took me out for a little while. This stung. I'm not gonna lie, it stung to get this email. Like, I'm looking at it, and at first I was like, why? Why is this happening to me? But then I went on Twitter and I saw there's just pages and pages and pages of huge creators that I follow, all saying that they received the same email, which I find highly suspect. However, I don't think Boogie has said anything yet, or anybody that's got like 4 million plus subscribers or something like that. The really big guys, I haven't seen the email. So I do think that there is a subscriber component in here that they're not talking about in the email for some reason. And I am just a wisp under it. So if you know of any channels that were over 1 million subs that got this same email, please let me know. I'd be really, really curious because I think that might be one of the artificial metrics that they're not showing in the mail. Also, if you know anybody that has been successful with the appeal process that I may not know of because I don't follow every single content creator on YouTube, please come over and tweet me or leave a comment down below and tell me who it is, because I'd like to do some more research on this ongoing, since this doesn't go into effect until next month. We have a little tiny window of time to kind of try to figure things out and get a feel for this. It doesn't mean that anything's going to change with the channel for you guys. I'm still creating the same content. My health is doing much better now. I talk about those issues mostly on my Patreon because it's very, very private what's been going on with me the last couple of months. But I am back to work. I am making videos. I'm enjoying myself again. And if verification goes away, I'm still going to make videos. It just means I have to spend more of my time fighting impersonators, fighting people telling me I'm not who I say I am, and dealing with the fallout from search and indexing and stuff like that, favoring verified channels over unverified channels. It's a little bit of a kick to the teeth, I have to admit, but it's absolutely not the end of the world. And I want to make that clear right now. It's not the end of the world. Any creator that would just walk away from YouTube because they lost their verification, it's pretty clear that they're doing it for the wrong reasons. I'm going to be here no matter what. Even if my channel got demonetized, I would just go and get sponsors. I would just go and have somebody sponsor my channel or use affiliates or do whatever I had to do to make a living doing what I'm doing. But I love YouTube as a platform because so many people are on it. I don't love YouTube because of YouTube. I love YouTube because of the community on YouTube. I love YouTube because of the access to so many people, so many devices. It's proliferated across everything. I literally watch most YouTube from my Samsung Smart TV using the built-in app because it plays back everything with HDR emulation and all that stuff that even my HTPC does not do. It looks better in the app than it does HTPC. So YouTube is a platform that I'm dedicated to ride or die. But this is scary because this has given us a glimpse into the future. We've seen YouTube already do some kind of crazy things around how advertisements and monetization works and how channel verification works. And also, what was the other one that people were going through? Like, they said they couldn't monetize their channels unless they hit a certain mark, and then they raised the bar and raised the bar again. It looks like YouTube is systematically trying to turn into Netflix, is what it looks like. It looks like they're doing everything they can to try to push the creators off the platform that are not just hustle every single day, pushing as hard as they possibly can so that the 1% becomes the platform. Now, I understand from a business perspective, that's basically less bandwidth and more money because they can charge more for the advertisements and stuff like that. I do understand the business justification for doing it, but it's called YouTube for a reason. Like, they started the company on the premise that people could just share their lives on this platform. And YouTube is less about you than it's ever been before. And that scares me. I don't know what the future looks like. I mean, YouTube could just decide one day to shut my channel down, delete all of my content, of which a lot of those 800 videos, I don't even think I have backups of them. I don't even think I have enough storage to store the backup of every one of the videos I've uploaded to YouTube over the years. So I'm kind of at their mercy, just like many other people. If they deleted the channel, I'd have to just go find some other place or stream my own media. So I am grateful that they allow me to use their platform, and I am grateful that I'm allowed to have a channel and use their platform to expose my content to other people. So I don't want to sound ungrateful, but the verification is a very important thing to what I do specifically, and I even have a 6-month-long case into an impersonation that occurred on me that cost companies about $50,000-ish. And it was a guy in New York. I have a whole dossier on him. The police cases are open both in my local precinct and his local precinct in New York, where he was able to dupe companies into sending him a bunch of free stuff pretending to be me. That was before my channel was verified. Now that my channel is verified, I immediately get an email. And these happen about once or twice a month. I'll get an email from a company saying, oh, we got this mail from, Barnacules manager at gmail.com or whatever. Is this you? We went and looked at your verified YouTube channel or your official YouTube channel, and it's different from the URL that he gave, which was his impersonated channel where he just copied over graphics and stuff. And it's actually saved me. It saved me a ton of time and a ton of effort. So verification is something that I strive to get on every platform that I'm on, just so that I can spend more time creating content and more time focusing on what I want to do instead of trying to protect myself from people trying to either hurt or profit from me. All right, guys, I don't want this video to go too long. I'd love to know what you guys think about it down in the comments. If you're for it or against it, either way, please express yourself down below. If any of you guys know how to get a hold of somebody at Google, specifically a human being, I found getting a hold of a human being at Google, specifically for YouTube, is damn near impossible. But if you know somebody that works there, somebody that works in YouTube or something like that, please reach out to them on my behalf and the YouTube community's behalf and just ask them, what's going on here? Is this for real? Was this a mistake? Is something wrong with the system, or is this literally the direction that they're going to go? And all I can do right now is just wait until October and see if my appeal is accepted. I put so much information in there to prove that I own the trademark. I'm a global brand. I've been featured by, like I said, Business Insider, 3D printing magazines, all these things I have done to meet their requirements. I have 119 million views, like I told you guys. That's not even a humble brag. That's just, that's a lot of views for a YouTube channel. I'm in the top 10% bucket of YouTube. And so does that mean they're sending this to everybody that's in the top 10% bucket? Because that's scary. That's scary. I realize from a viewer perspective, you guys may not understand just how bad this is. Because from your perspective, all it is, there's not going to be a check mark next to my channel. There's not going to be a channel. My channel URL will be a bunch of crap characters. It's not going to be /Barnacules1. And you're not going to see a check mark next to my name in the comment sections, which means other people that name themselves Barnacules or Nerdgasm, Barnacules, Nerdgasm, can easily fool people into thinking that it's not me, because the pinned comment on every one of my videos is a verified comment. So people, when they go through the comments, immediately know who is really me and who is faking me. And if YouTube goes through with this and they don't accept my appeal, not just for me, but for everybody else, it opens us up to a lot of problems. And so I hope they reconsider. All right, guys, this was completely not a video that I wanted to do today. This is usually the type of format that I do on my Patreon channel for the Jitter episode, where it's not really edited content. There might be a couple little cuts in here so that I can show you guys the email. But other than that, this is something that I usually keep on Patreon. I don't do this vlogish type content here. But this is something that just happened, and I wanted to get a video up about it as soon as possible to get as many eyes on it as humanly possible, to hope that we can get some kind of good resolution out of this. All right, guys, I love you. Thank you for all the support. Guys, we're going to try to hit 1 million subs, verified or not. We're hitting 1 million subs on October 30th, 2019, which is, of course, my 40th birthday. So if you could help me out by hitting that subscribe button and banging on that notification bell, I sure would appreciate it. And I promise to make some content, at least some of my content that you'll find interesting. All right, guys, take it easy. Until next time.